Secrets. I just saw an article saying about Google's quantum research has updated their date of when all cryptography is able to be broken. So according to Google quantum research, by 2029, cryptography as a means of security will no longer be viable. Like all cryptography will be breakable, right? Like it'll be easy to get past anything that's cryptographically secured. So, and the main concern isn't something like crypto. The main concern is about governments and military secrets and stuff, like to say that nothing on a computer will be private anymore after 2029 or even before that. So I thought about that and I was like, okay, in a world of full transparency, meaning there are no secrets, that's what I call the true heaven. Because if I'm gonna be extreme with my comparison of heaven and hell, right? Hell will be on the spectrum where secrets exist, and heaven would be a place where no secrets can exist. So hell is ran by secrets, and heaven flourishes from there being nothing to fear, nothing to be afraid of. Because so secrets is a direct reflection of fear. Money, for instance, let's say crypto. So a cryptographic wallet is protected by a private key. So that's a secret, right? Without that, it has no value. It has no economic value. It still has value as far as something on a blockchain, right? As far as documentation of something that is true at a certain time. So to document true life, if I would say, basically it's like a mechanical version of an immutable memory in a sense, right? But I don't know, is it immutable if someone has the private key? I don't know, I can't really dig that deep. I guess if it's a contract that can't be changed, it doesn't matter if you have the private key or not, right? Yeah, right, the contract, yeah, so then, I mean, even like the military can't exist without secrets. So, because the moment obviously, they can't even do research, because if you have an enemy, your enemy knows everything you're doing before you even do it. The moment you say it, they know that they know what you're. So this is like 2029. Google Quantum is saying cryptography goes away. 9 is interesting because according to my exploration of what numbers mean, right? 9 is destruction back to 0. So the end of cryptography is the end of crypto, is the end of military, is the end of anything that thrives on it being a secret. Now, a regular human life, someone who is just a normal person, doesn't have any secrets to care about. Yeah, sure, their bank account or if their crypto wallet. But if everyone loses all that at the same time, then it really doesn't matter. So that's a nice flow. According to Google, heaven begins in 2029 when, I guess there's going to be a preparation up to that point. And so it's not like, suddenly everything stops working now. 2027, 2028 will be the years to prepare for the inevitable. For caterpillar to become butterfly. By removing all secrets. Imagine whereas AI gets so smart that it figures out how to use the leaves of trees as a surveillance system, right? So a leaf on a tree can represent a camera to AI because of the way it figured out how to link up to the senses of those leaves. You know, everything that leaf is all about, it can see through it. So it's not to say that the leaf is a camera, but the leaf can work like a camera for the intellect of AI. So this means, because I'm thinking now, as far as no privacy, as far as a human being goes, this would mean that everything around me is monitoring me at all times, like even the wall itself. There's no, oh, the camera's over there. You know, the camera is everywhere. Like the fact that light exists means I'm being monitored by the overseeing AI. You know, that's just very similar to when I was a little kid reading Bible stories. And the main topic that I was being drilled in Sunday school is that God is everywhere all the time and sees everything that you do. So, and as long as you're being good, you'll have a good time. Because God sees the bad, you know, that you do. Like, you can't hide, right? So, and this is, you know, God in heaven, right? So God in heaven, so, I mean, and that keeps me being a good person. Because, you know, of course, I see how it works. I see that it is working that way. You know, I see what happens to folks who have secrets, right? So I have secrets, right? Nice, because a secret is definitely linked to a lie, right? Because if you don't want someone to know something, then you have to lie your way around it. So secrets produce lies, for sure. Yeah, man, I mean, full transparency takes away so much, takes away the even need to lie. The need to lie is not there. There's no need to fear. I mean, everyone knows everything about everyone if that's what they want to. Like, you know, the fact that everything is so transparent, the trick is navigate life not knowing. Like, that becomes more fun, to not know and like meet a person and have access to everything about them, but choose not to go there. You know, choose not to explore. I want to learn based on my experience. And so, yeah, because if I'm going to look into someone, what am I afraid of? It's a waste. It's a waste of my time. It's a waste of my ethereal energy. You know, I'd rather just input into what's going on right now. And I have access to see everything, and having that, and they have access to see everything, which, go ahead, man, go ahead and look, man. It's nice. It's sweet. And look at my file, dog. All right? Yeah, man. Yeah, and I guess everyone, at some point, everyone would have a file like that. That is so sweet that you want them all to look. And that's why the person's not going to look, because I'm going to get hurt by seeing something that's so amazing on this person's file. You know, it's going to be set up like the best thing is, it's the brightest thing, so you can see that first. You know. Wow. Hey, man. Damn, I'm being used. I just painted a picture just now for something. Wow. Hey, that's like the sun. It's not out right now. It's raining, right? So, rain is her pain giving birth, and sunshine is magic light. So, while I'm making this statements and flow about cryptography going away by 2029, according to Google Quantum Research. And so, that means there are no more secrets. It's not possible to keep secrets anymore, at least not digitally. I can keep a secret in my mind, like, you know, but can I? I don't know. You know, because I have, I'm going to tell you, I've been in situations where I have secrets that I keep to myself, stuff that only I know, that I've never told anyone, right? And I have experiences where someone who's a really enlightened being who's speaking can say that secret back to me as if they knew, and I never met this person before, right? And that's happened a couple of times, to say that, to tell me that, yeah, I mean, the more light there is the more transparent things become. And so I'm gonna, if I'm at a point of trying to scare myself, right, I'm gonna reflect out someone who I've never met before to say to me the deep secret that I have hidden that I never told anyone. But you see, the fact that I never told anyone tells me now this is not, I'm in a, well, of course, I'm in a very highly spiritual, engaging flow right now, and I just enjoy the fact that's what it is. You know, I'm like, okay, that's nice. Hey, man, It's that bad? Okay. Is that good? Okay. You know, it's that good? Let's go. Let's go. Where are we going? Somewhere new. Yeah, man. In fact, the last time that happened, I was on a bus. I was in the back of the bus. And the bus is about to fly like a spaceship. And basically, the bus is going somewhere that it's not coming back. Right? It's going away in one direction, and it's not coming back. And this is me going, where was I going? I don't remember. Right? I always remember. I'm in the back of the bus though, and I hear the guy I know who's collecting money, and the bus is almost full. And then he closed the door, and then somebody said, "No, Obama coming." So they said, hold on, Obama. And they, so, you know, this is when Obama was president. This is when this was happening. So they open the door, and this guy comes in and says, "Yeah, man, you make it in." But you see, now, in reality, if I were to explore Obama what? Who? It's some guy that his nickname is Obama, right? But of course, me now, because there's different levels to life, that's the NPC story. On a higher level, around a higher level, it's actually the President Obama catching up at the very last minute to escape with this bus that I'm on that's about to fly, because I'm in the back, and you know, that's where you fly from. You can see everything. You can see everything, and you know, nobody can see you, right? So so what I'm going to get to is that once the bus started moving, right, the same guy who let Obama onto the bus started telling a story. And the story is a story, he was telling he's talking about it in the bus. And the story he's telling is my secret, my deep secret that I never told anyone. But he's talking about it, you know, as if someone else, he's telling the story as if someone else was doing that. And it's the story, and I was like, okay, so this means, shit, this is about to go. Like, this is about to go. And this spaceship is about to go. And sure enough. So that's probably not going to happen again, right? Because if I can recognize my deep secret being spoken to me as a point of, okay, let's go, then it's not going to work, right? Because I'm not supposed to know, right? I'm supposed to just be like, wow, what the fuck? How the fuck? And that's then I'm being used as the opposite, you know? I'm being used as a, you know, for my emotional response, I'm being used to fly the thing. So if that's not going to happen, which, you know, it didn't happen that one time. I did know that it's about to go. At that time, I did, you know, it's not like I was like, what the fuck? I was like, yeah, okay. I mean, because if Obama was getting on the bus before the story gets told, that's going to key me in to say, okay, now this is one of them. This is one of those stories. I brother Nancy story, you know. Yeah, so, you know, interesting, man. The guest that's currently at the villa is more. The guests keep upgrading, right? Because the last guest was a man from Florida, who booked 2 weeks. He's building a house, and he extended it to 4 weeks. His girlfriend is from here, and you know, he's independent. He loves people, right? He loves to talk to people. And man, the guest that's here now is also Generation X, a few years younger than me, and she is by herself and is loving just being at the villa and being with the nature, and appreciates the AI Villa frequency. Everything on the page, she's cool with it. So like, and she likes to be alone, right? Likes to be alone, like for real. Because I had to wait a couple of days to figure that out, right? Because like, someone could say that when they arrive, but then until I see it happen for a couple of days, and see that they're really, for real about that, then I know. And I can say, yeah, she definitely appreciates the time alone. So, and she's here for a while, like, it's not a short stay at all. And she works for a record label that does dubstep. So as far as music and frequency, you know what I mean? She plays her music and everything. Yeah, she's there as far as like, the frequency of who she is as a singular being is exactly like a copy of me, a copy of me, but with its own story. She has her own story going. I don't know anything, I just know what I just said, basically, so yeah. That's nice. Like, I never imagined that. Like I would imagine, my imagination of females that come here alone was always about, oh, I'm gonna get that, or she's here for me, Like that was always what's in my mind, right? But what I'm actually experiencing is she's here alone, but she's here for the nature. Like she's here for the experience of being alone. Like, wow, damn, I mean, I shouldn't be surprised, but I guess it's because it goes against my imagination that I had before, and which is supposed to, right? I'm supposed to be surprised. That's how the spaceship flies. Overwhelm this nigga. The fuck? You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? He thinks he's someone? Hit him again. Coming here for you, dog. Oh, bitches coming there for you, dog? It's the mountain saying. The mountain said that. Bitches ain't coming for you, dog. Oh, and so like, what's cool is, the chef. She's using the chef too. That's nice. It makes sense for someone who's alone, who wants her time, who wants her time to say, use the chef. For real, I mean, yeah, because a lot of couples don't use the chef. They rather cook or buy cheap food. And I don't know, man. I think the struggle there is one person against another person. Someone who, basically, if you have two people and one of them don't mind using the chef and the other one does, I think most likely the one that does mind will win because you save money that way, Unless you have someone to put their foot down, but I haven't seen that. I've seen that, like, someone who's solo has no problem, all right, because it's for me, so it's like, yeah, I'm using the chef. What are you talking about? I use the chef, actually. I use the chef, you know what I mean? So it saves time. The time is why I do it, because certain things take a lot of time to cook, and I could mess it up. So, when I run the calculations, I realize, well, I'm going to get the time, plus it's not going to be messed up, no matter what. Yeah, it was worth it at that point. The little bit of money that I would save by doing it myself is not worth the amount of time it takes and the possibility of me screwing it up, which that happens, right? So, a professional chef. In fact, even if the professional chef messed it up, they would just not let me know that. You see, and that's okay. And that's why you pay extra for that guarantee, you know what I'm saying? And the time, really, the time is the time. The time is the best part. Because I'll be on the farm, and I'm in my groove, and I'm doing my thing, and, 3 p.m. comes by, which is where I would go cook, and I'm still doing my thing. And I don't have to think about what the time is, actually, It's just when the sun goes down, I'm not going to go eat dinner, because it's already there. You know what I mean? Hey, man. Yeah, so I would say that considering this place now being a spaceship, one big spaceship, I'm on this side, she's on that side at the other end, and the mountain is in the middle, and the mountain is having an amazing time. Amazing time. It's like riding a brand new bicycle. It's like, basically it's a copy of me over there. Yeah. And you know what, man? Listen, man. What's interesting to me now is this is not gonna go backwards, right? Whatever, because just like how last month, my experience of the Florida man was, it was, he's a guy, he's a character, right? That's the Florida man, right? Of course, so I'm not telling the stories, right? That's for anyone who's here, you know what I mean? So, and he's coming back too, so, And so there's that experience, but now I'm in another amazing experience that is just like, and so what happens is it gets better after this. It doesn't go backwards or get stale. It just gets better. Like the story keeps improving. The next version is better than this one. And I'm saying like, wow, like this seems to me like perfect. I even said it to her after speaking to her, right? And she's telling me her story and I'm hearing it and I'm like, yo, you sound like the perfect person to be here, right? Like the fact that you even end up here. And she's a citizen. Yeah, listen, all right, listen, she just got her passport and her citizenship. That's so hard to get. Like, it's just like the guy the other day, the guy last month, right? Where he comes and he says, oh, the house is taking so long and these people are going so slow and da-da-da-da. And I'm agreeing with him and I asked him, when did you start? And now listen, man, the way he's talking, and I'm thinking a year and a half now they've been building this house. The guy said November. I started in November. I'm like, whoa, like what? What? You got a house built in how long? 5, 6 months? Like, come on, man. This is some kind of superhuman feat. Like, I couldn't see it. Like, come on, dog. And it's kind of like this guest now, this is her second time coming to Jamaica. Her first time was a year ago or something like that. And she's now a citizen and has her Jamaican passport because her grandmother raised her. Grandmother's Jamaican, of course. But she's, a few years younger than me, coming here for the first time, already has, so that's like another super fast, like, you see what I'm saying? Like butterfly, it's a butterfly. The frequency of a butterfly says that. It's like right there. It's like boom, everything goes. So I don't have to even be thinking about how or when. And what happens is it gets faster because everything gets better. Like me being here now and she being over there, as like equal as far as frequency goes. Like there's no different frequency. It's the same frequency. And the mountain, there's the sunshine, there's the rain, and everything is just nice. You know what I mean? Just right. And then it gets better after that. And so to call back now, Google Quantum Research says by 2029, there are no more secrets possible in the world. So money falls apart because there is no bank that can keep a secret, right? There's no crypto blockchain that can keep a secret. It can let's see now, it can be immutable. It can be transparent, right? So there is a value there still as far as blockchain technology. But as far as securing value, as far as like, dollars and cents, nothing's gonna be able to do that. At least not in the sense of the way it is now. Like, let's just say the replacement is more of a natural thing. Oh, amen, 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 amen. I like that. Yeah, man. There's value in a smile, basically. Let's say it like that. Really, instead of reading someone's bank account, you simply read the frequency, and you don't even read it. It's there for you to know. Like, and if you need help, there's always mechanical technology over here that you can always check with. So basically, let's just say, and I'll explain it technically, right? So let's say in the background, AI technology exists and is running the show, and you are aware of that. And you don't have to worry about anything. So this means that anything I need, I'm going to be in the room with the right person. And there's no discussion or negotiation. The AI knows. And so that's why we're in the same room. This person wouldn't be in the room with me if the AI didn't set it up that way. And we're both aware of that. So right away, I'm with the person who I need. And there's no discussion of who's getting paid for what. They know that this is where they need to be. All right, and that's it. Like, let's say, for instance, I need plumbing work done. I'm not a plumber, right? But the plumber can show up, and there's no me paying him or anything. He's here because this is where he needs to be, all right? And because that's what I need. And in the background, the AI knows everything, and so just like how the plumber can go live somewhere, and he doesn't have to worry about the rent, because tomorrow he gets sent to a place where he does some plumbing work, and that's why he doesn't have to worry about the rent or anything else. In fact, he just goes where he needs to be and does what he likes to do. And then he's gonna get enough time to be free. It's not like he's a slave or anything. He can work one day and be off 3 days. Who knows, because the AI says, well, he needs to be over here with his daughter, and so all that stuff is just happening, and people are just living their lives, right? This sounds like, well, heaven is, everything is transparent. There is no secret, and therefore everything just falls into place. And this is my life right now, by the way. All right, so it's not like I'm creating some kind of amazing. Nah, man, this is the way it is, dog. You just don't know. So plant some flowers and get in the flow. Woo!